sharing my screen right now. Can you see my screen?
I'm afraid I can't actually.
No. So I think Jonathan is on the back. If you could put me on stage for the screen. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks. And yes, and Jacob also doing the call, the session. If you want to add anything, don't hesitate to interrupt me. So the idea here is to build AI agents for NGOs to support NGOs to focus on their work and to generate impact. And what we have done for the last few weeks and the last few months even, it's to really try to understand what are the different processes, the workflows that are generated or worked by the NGOs. And we have selected 4 initial thematics. So one is fundraising, one is content writing, one is impact measurement, and the other one is around research. And what we have done is that we have done some analysis and really deep dive into what are the different tasks which are repetitive, what can be automated, and where AI is most useful. So again, the idea is not to have AI or technology replace, what anyone is doing. This is not the goal. The goal is really to empower everyone to use technology to really be able to do more and to really spend time on what they want to do. So we have done it for the last few weeks. We have actually built one agent, which is one on fundraising. So what I will do, I will log in and I will create an account just to show you a bit, a few steps.
So is this as if you were now a user of it, right?
Yes. So right now, what I will do, I will use an NGO which I know, quite well actually in India, which is called Industry Foundation. I actually have to use a live case because the AI is actually using what there is out there to do the research, and I will create one email which is with Yopmail just to create an account. So I'm creating a temporary account here.
Okay, so anybody just goes on there, sets up a password on the URL you're showing. Okay.
Yes, exactly. So you create an account, you put in your email, your password, and the account gets created. So we are in the beta version. So actually we really want to get feedback from everyone. So we have an option here to provide feedback. You can select what you want to share and you send the feedback and we will receive the feedback and get back to you. Yeah. So it starts with the profile. So I will put actually my name on the number. If you don't mind, I won't put my number.
Why don't you want to broadcast the number to the whole internet, Shatek? I wonder why.
Yeah. Okay, and the name of so these are my good friends, Industry Foundation, which is an amazing NGO from India. So we select the country, Industry Foundation. We are an NGO focused on developing bamboo plantation projects in India to empower small farmers. So this is just an example here. After I go next, and I include the website information that you can see here. The year of creation, I just put something here. So it's in South Asia. The thematic, which is here, environment. And actually, the information is important because the agent will use this information to be able to know better about the organization and what to look for.
So, and by the way, I think it's worthwhile saying that in the future we'll also allow one of the features that you've all requested is to just allow yourself to upload a program design like that maternal health thing that I mentioned earlier today, and have the agent then proactively look for funding for that.
Yeah, perfect. And what we have done for the beta, actually, because this is focused on fundraising, we have directly go to the fundraising information. So let's imagine. So I'm just providing some dummy figures, right? It has nothing to do with the reality, just as a disclaimer. But I will put $100,000 that we are looking in this case for corporate sponsorship, social impact bonds. Let's imagine we want to launch an impact bond. So what we are looking for is financial support, and this would be in the short term, 3 to 6 months. After, we can include the social media features, etc., etc. I will go through it now. And now I did validate the profile. So we are in the dashboard, and the first agent, which is live, which is Noah, where we can actually generate fundraising strategies. So what I will do, I will click here. I will generate right now, because it takes 3 to 4 minutes to start doing it. Because actually the agent, so what the agent will do now, it will analyze your profile and also review what are the market conditions, and try to understand what is the best fit based on the donor and fundraising market, what is the best fit for you, and provide a full-fledged analysis. Based on this, it will identify priority donors, which are linked to the fundraising strategy. One feature which we are currently working on, is grant opportunities. And here we are not just listing grant opportunities, so it's coming very soon, but we will actually identify grant opportunities where you can apply and that are actually a good fit for your organization. So instead of having to look for hundreds of different grants to apply to, it will directly feed in with the right ones, so that you can develop. And also, something we are building is an agent to help you to write the grant proposals, actually. So it will be coming up soon. Another one is the donor database. So this is still the beta, right? But this is actually a database where we want to have the overall mapping, and you can actually deep dive. So if you want to look for any organization, you can click, and after you can get more information about this one. So this one we will develop even more. And you see I received a notification about the report. I will go back to check. But yeah, the database is also important. Maybe one more thing is related to news. So we have actually an agent which is feeding news related to the philanthropic market out there. And after, you can select, if you are into climate, in this case, you can see what happened recently in the market. So still interesting. And if I go to the strategy, so I have my fundraising strategy report, which has been generated. So you see it took 3 minutes now. And we have an executive summary with a description of the organization, what is the ask that we just described. And it has actually identified top 5 donors, which is part of the protocol. So it did an analysis, and this is what is coming up. If we want to deep dive a bit more, we have actually the fundraising landscape, where we remind about the landscape, and we do a quick analysis of the market in terms of opportunities, constraints, what are the trends, who are the actual donors, which are the best, good fits, and to continue this one. Okay, and after, there is a SWOT analysis to explain what are your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, threats. So it's really so it's still the beta, but the idea is really to explain to you what are the different, to provide you a full analysis, actually, on your fundraising profile, so that you can know if you want to compare yourself in the market, where
Yeah.
you stand. So I think I will stop here. I don't want to go into too much detail, but this is where we are now. This is the first agent, and we are actually working with the team to have all the agents live and that the community can use.
That's fantastic.
Great. Yeah.
So the how many Cedric, do you want to mention a few things, or Jacob, do you may want to mention a few things around safety and what measures we've taken in order to make this a useful source that doesn't hallucinate around? I think that's worthwhile mentioning.
Yes, so actually this was one of the things why the process of developing took not weeks, but actually months, because we have been very, very keen on data security. We are designing it under the data security lines of Germany, which have been, or which are one of the most strict and most safe regulations in the whole wild world out there. And it has been quite a challenge from a technological standpoint, I can say. But we have done it. All the data is hosted on servers locally in Germany, fully compliant of the rules and regulations we have in the German ecosystem. So even though it was quite a headache for me as a developer, your data is safe and is stored on German law compliant servers. Other than that, the only thing that I can say is we have now one agent live, and I can just hope for a lot of feedback, because the feedback that we receive will make it easier for us and for me as a developer and for the development team to actually implement all the changes you want and make a really great product. And other than that, all the remaining agents you can see on the screen, they will be live within the next coming months. So I think it is a really exciting project, and I look forward to your feedback.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Cedric, what's your hope?
Yeah.
How far are we taking this over the next few months?
Yeah. So actually, what we plan to do is really so actually in July we want to have the agents ready for beta for testing.
Yeah.
So really by the end of this month we'll have the set of agents which will be shared with the community where we can get feedback, and after we'll start building on it. In August, what we will actually do is that we will implement teams of agents, because one agent is interesting, but also what is even the next level if when the agents start to communicate between them, right? So you could have a fundraising agent which will do the analysis on the donor mapping, for instance, which will provide information to the content writing agent, which will support you in writing the grant proposal. So yes, so this is what we will develop, I think, in August, and the idea is really at the after the summer to have really something full-fledged which can be scaled. One thing to mention also is that one of our priorities in the coming days and coming weeks, it's really to build a community for us to get feedback and to work on it together, because we are doing it with the community. So we have, if you look at the website, a joint community, okay, so which is actually a WhatsApp group where we will share any announcement, any news. We'll also have some live sessions for everyone to communicate together. We will also have more live demo sessions, probably every 2 weeks. So yes, so if you want to get, so we have a newsletter, but also join the WhatsApp community, and we will be very happy to have you and to get feedback and to build it together. That's what I wanted to share.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. So we really are doing this with our partners. At Amazon International and our sister company, Human Planet, we are really working with a lot of non-profit social impact organizations, social entrepreneurs around the world. And we really are looking forward to receive your feedback to continuously improve it. Bringing it back to the aim before we maybe come to a close here is that we really want to make sure that this is a accessible, low-cost opportunity for every change maker in the world to be able to access and be informed about the right funding opportunities and funding structures. The product will continuously improve, learn about your organization, and thereby be useful for you to focus on what you do best, and not just the funding side. This is, of course, not separated from our funding advisory services. So there's only so much an AI can do, certainly for now at least. So the entire Amsterdam funding support team will be at the back and available by email to help out with that final proposal design and that final fundraising strategy, so that we combine, artificial and human intelligence as best as we can to have a better impact on this world. Great. I think this is a very good summary. There's lots more to come. 3 more agents to be launched over the next few months. Jacob, on behalf of the entire AI engineering team at Human Planet and Amsterdam, I want to thank you for managing that. And Cedric, it's such so many detailed questions. It's a really great milestone to have done this together so far, and I look forward to the next coming months.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Very
Thank you
excited
so
for
much.
the next steps.
Thanks, everybody, and have a good afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are. And stay tuned for the next step.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.